everybody, welcome back once again. Here we are, a little bit of southern footage as I was down this way. As we know, the journey was a nightmare, but we're nearly there. Fortunately, I personally lost a lot of my footage from Uxbridge to my new marina, but my mum had a bit and I apologise in advance. You'll see why. The last of the trip back to London and then going up north, I stopped off and had a look at one of the things I've never actually managed to ever go in, so it is a plan, HMS Belfast, I'm going to visit. Don't forget, if you are new, if you are existing and haven't, do subscribe. Please do drop the video a like, it helps me get a reach out there. It was on the off chance waiting around for a train that was cancelled at London Bridge, so I came out and went, oh yeah, I forgot this was here. It has been an exceptionally difficult few weeks. The best part of a month has been what you could describe as hell. But I am not one to give up, and I persevere and keep on, and let's see what's gone on from there. During the end of this filming, would like to say we are thinking of the family of the officer, soldier, British Army who was attacked in broad daylight by knife. Hope he recovers and hope the perpetrator gets a full extent of the law. I did do a little short video on this as well. Something I don't often get the chance to do, but something I don't really do is just sort of sit down outside in the sun. But a hectic period of time, I'm feeling quite level now. I just want to rest. So I've just come to the Lock and Key restaurant and bar on the side of the marina. Have a breakfast. Then I've got a lot of boats sorting out. Like, I've just gone on a lorry and had cranes lift it, everything, cupboards. So there's a lot of sorting out and washing and things that I've had at my mum's. Need to get it all tidy so that I can get ready for my new job. And then I'm just going to start doing the work on it again. Either I could do some, I've got a week and a half to go. So I might do some boat work bits. But it was stiflingly hot yesterday, so watch this space. Breakfast time. And relax. Now, I did lose most of my footage, so here we go with the mothers.
We're sailing along on the river. Da, 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 da. We're leaving Uxbridge Marina. We're on our way to London Hayes Marina. Oh, this is excellent. And we're being towed or tugged. Oh, there's a little dog over there. Look. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look, we're coming up to Cleopatra. There on the left.
And I'm really sorry, she's singing out of tune and a bit weird and all over the place, and yeah, she doesn't have the attention span because she's drifted off to animals. It doesn't get much better, but it gives you an idea
London,
of our journey finally.
See, we have greenery in London. Oh, it's a wonderful lifestyle. Says
the person that's having a pleasure jolly watching the scenery and hasn't had to pull it by hand miles and miles over 3 weeks.
This is fabulous.
You grab the rudder and steer then, love. I've had to do it all the way.
Oh, I could definitely get used to this. Wildflowers.
Don't get used to it in my boat, never moving in my life again after all this.
No. This is the lock.
Stupid bloody thing to do.
It's the only one lock between London Uxbridge and London Hayes Marina. Leverage. And they
Come
are
on,
not
guys,
easy.
it's Willow Tree.
It's like we could be back.
Actually, so on the phone.
So,
oh, right, that's right, isn't it?
yeah. Wow. This is a fantastic day out for me. Wow, look at that. That side of the lock's done. Oh, it's so relaxing.
I'll tell you what, Mother, buy my boat, live on it for a few months and tell me the same.
We're sailing along on the river.
Please learn the rest.
Well, we finally made it to Willow Tree Marina in London Hayes. Wow, it's lovely. It's so pretty. Oh, it's lovely and quiet as well. It's great. Yep. Oh, pods.
And now a return to normalcy with my own footage. Welcome to my new home. Before. It's probably a thing, just don't know now they're all coming toward me. I thought you go around in pairs, guy, girl. It's like a women's institute meeting down here. People may have guessed, but yes, I made it. I officially made it. Sorry about the footage from the mother. I had no choice because, as I explained, mine went bye-bye. But, you know, it done the job. People get an idea and I got to take the mick out of her. But I have made it. Here I am. The weather's been a killer. The boat has been absolutely sweltering. Nothing I'm doing is particularly working. And as you've just seen, I'm in a nice little quiet area. I'm in the private lockable part, which is good, and the site as a whole is lockable, so after the bar and the restaurant's done, they will lock the facility. It's brilliant. It felt so screw in my life. So I'm just on my way to Tesco's, which is a 2 or 3 minute walk. Grab some refreshments and supplies. Wish me luck. So, over the last few days, not necessarily the last couple, but when I first moved here, a couple of days, I'd stop at the little cafe, restaurant bar, just to have a cup of tea. And I was speaking to a local lady of a little bit mature, but it's very friendly, just chatting about life. And I've just walked up to the Tesco. I thought I have to come back and say this. And I basically was just getting some bits. And she's like, oh, hello. I was like, oh, it's you live here then, okay. She went, oh, I was just talking. I think it was my niece the other day. So I met this lovely young man, the marina, young. It's only then knew, and said, "Oh, you'd be lovely, him." And she showed me the picture and said, "Well, if you're interested, let us know." No, that's never happened in my life before. Getting a little old school with the desserts, like Angel Delights. Oh, roly-poly. What are these? I've never seen them in my life. I don't know how they do it. There's about 7 or 8 barbershops in Hayes, the little high street area. 7 or 8 just up the same road. And they're all advertising like £8 haircuts. It's near enough half the price of Manchester. I've just had the cheapest haircut I've had in years. £8. Unbelievable. Save a bit of money somewhere for a change. I'm gonna be honest, bikes are dangerous. Just got a new bike for work, so I sold my other one. Look what it's done to me. Ouch. Ouch. That's gonna bruise. Well, that's my modelling career over before I started. Sorry, ladies. Most of it is built, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Only a few bits to do. Fun and games. And turns out that's got a pump as well, which is quite useful. That moment you contemplate, what the hell are you going to do with your bike, even though it's foldable? It's like a death wish putting it on the back deck like I used to, because it's not easy access anymore. I have to climb across the boat. I'm not risking my life for that. Ooh, thoughts and decisions. We did make it, and the dog is pooped. He was dead to the world, did not budge when I moved, and usually if I twitch, he jumps up. Not today, he was relaxing. Watch out, these are genuinely killer swans. I mean, they hiss at dogs, but these two, oh my God, another level. Even the girl that works in this bar last night, she said this morning, oh, you're the guy with the dog, that the geese went, the swans went mad. They literally were going, and we were walking like over here. The dog is not interested. He goes nowhere near them. It was a bit vicious. So watch out for these ones. Wanted posters on the doors. You see what I mean? He's got the fan. Say hello, Parsley. Say hello. Say hello. Yes. There we go. Parsley's happy as Larry. He's, well, he didn't mind being stuck on the canals, did you? You could go do lots of running around and climbing in bushes and try and blind yourself again. But he's been happy, haven't you? Yeah. Yes, yes. There you go. There you go. So you've got a cool mat in there. He still likes to line his donut, but I think, well, it's fluffy and warm, so I'll put that in there. £7 reduced from 15, and it's still only tiny. But there we go.
That's not her. Really? The old Asian man is not your Nemo? And that's not helpful.
So it finally ended. As if you followed the vlog, as soon as I want to talk, the dog starts playing. You will know it was a bit interesting over the last few weeks. It took about 2 weeks, and in that time I had to go up and down on trains for job centre appointments and interviews and things. Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but I survived. A few things I'm going to address in this video. In all honesty, I had some footage that I took of the last part of the journey, but I'll explain it in summary. So it was going to be a nightmare. Engine just not repairable. We know what the fault is and it can be done, but it was just one of those, you know what, we just need the boat to its location, because this is dragging on for week after week after week, and it's been a nightmare. And it was just like soul destroying, crushing. It's like, please just let me get there. And obviously I was offered the job. The dog is now now. The job was coming up, and I'm thinking, I don't want to sort of spend more time and get to the job, and all of a sudden I've got to start, because I need to plan the route and this and the other, which would have been hell. So that's that. A lot of people said, I say a lot of people, few said, oh, did the survey not pick up? The surveys, whether it's a house or boat, a survey, depending on where you go for, they won't bring up that kind of problem. That is kind of, you have to get into the engine. When you turn the key, I keep saying I did turn the engine over since I had it up until then. You can turn the engine, and when it's not moving, it's fine, no problem. Ticks over, ticks over, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, fine. It's only when you engage and you're going that it then just cuts out, because that's where it overheats and the pressure and the diesel wasn't going through and head gasket. But that problem has come around from the mechanic who sorted it out before. So that's one of those things. So that's the first thing. And it seems that it was bound to happen, but obviously going back, one person commented, it was clearly a troll, but a troll from the old days, let's just say. So one of those things that people get on with their lives. I have trials, tribulations, many negative things have happened through the years to me personally, and let's carry on. and I rebuild. You know, I'm one of those people that, like, let's just get over things and live our lives. Others are not so fortunate to have that mindset. But I always survive. Here I am. I've made it to where I'm going. Happy times. Although it's been crucifying. One thing is I don't have the back door, obviously, just the front. And it's been sweltering hot. I've just taken off a three-piece suit. God, I'm dying. It's so hot. He's fine. I put the fan on him and I'm like, yeah, enjoy it. And he just goes to the back of the boat. Because what he's realised, the dog, by the way, is that where there's the sort of built-in bed and it's just open from the engine at the minute, there is this weird cold breeze just from there, and he's like, yeah, work that out, and he'll just lie over there. But yeah, for the first 32, was it 32, 34 degrees, neither of us moved that whole day. He didn't drink for hours, and all of a sudden he got up, plonked himself over, drank for about 5 minutes, and then laid back down again. I was the same. I was awful. We don't deal with heat meal, the dog. He's been happy. So the facilities here, good location, very quiet. Compared to Ancos and Manchester, it's heaven, absolute heaven. In Manchester, it was a very nice marina and facilities, but all the flats and things and the high buildings around, we had several bars there, all students. So when the weather started to get better, oh my days, noise, screaming all night long, like into the early hours. There's one guy going, nah, 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 just like every week, same thing. I'm like, dog. Madness. So yeah, first 4 or 5 days down there now, like properly full time. It's been very calm. There's one restaurant bar, it's very nice. Get a 25% discount if you're a resident on the boat. You know, every little helps. I wanted to do some bits on the boat, but I'm just too hot and I can't function. I literally can't. It took me 3 days to even put the washing and stuff away that I had while going backwards and forwards from my mum's. 3 days just to go, oh, I've got to do it, and I was dripping. So it has been a nightmare for the weather, but we're here. Try and move around, make it look interesting. Very friendly here, like very friendly. So what I have found is I've met a few of the guys. I'm not on a pontoon, we're all sort of pontoon based, so I'm in a locked off area to the back of the marina, just surrounded by some sort of houses and things. It's very quiet, lovely. But they are very nice neighbours, very friendly. So it's been really good. Because in Manchester, there's only a couple of people that really spoke or that I knew in all the time I was there. And some of them just didn't acknowledge you, just went, walk past, a bit standoffish. But here, it's very different from the ones I've met. So nice. It has been a struggle, has been a struggle. Can't keep me down, never defeated, will never give up. So I'm looking forward to a few days free now, start the new job. It is a great location, so I'm hoping that it lives up to expectation, because obviously we know from my past I went to one hotel and it was a bit of a disaster by the end, the old Midland. It's such a shame, you know, when you get punched in the face by a guest and the hotel laugh at you and don't even ask how you are, and then they take all your staff away and expect you to do 120 people a day with 3 of you. Glad I was out of that one. The agency work obviously was here and there. It just kind of filled in a bit of a gap until I did the move, because I knew I was going to do this for a good 6 months. I decided Christmas last year in the Midland, I said, yeah, now I'm done. It's time to move south, get closer to things I'm familiar with, and it works out quite well. So that's it really, just a short video of me waffling, just to assure those people I'm still alive. So if you have followed me from the start, thank you very much. If you're new, bear in mind some of these videos are staggered, so I've resolved a lot of the problems because you can't do it as it's going on. No time to film and edit, so catch up on the back there. And there are obviously that situation that if you just started watching them now, you're going to miss out on a lot of the tech things and things that have gone on beforehand. So it might make me look like an idiot now, but I was quite well prepared for my trip. I was only going to go 6 miles, that was it. 6 miles, but the boat just wouldn't hold. And it was beyond, you know, nobody could have foreseen what was going on. You wouldn't have known that until you've done the journey, so I couldn't preempt that at all. I had, oh yeah, going back, my water pump never worked, so for a long time, so I had tons of these filled with water. I had supplies for what would have been 6 to 8 hour journey that took 2 weeks, and had a few days for, you know, coming down here by train, and then the lorry. So the lorry company got me here, great, brilliant. Crane company I ended up with, oh, I will mention this one because it was a bit silly. Original crane company were doing it, wanted £500 550, sorry, if it was, you know, cash. I was like, yeah, no problem, great. Obviously I couldn't get them the second time round, so I found another company, said, right, yeah, that's 1750. I'm like, well, what's enough the £1,200 on top? It made little sense, but at the point, they'd lost me 3 days up until I was meant to be lifting the boat and moving. So I said, okay, I'll have to do it. I said, you know, you are a lot more expensive. So how much? Well, so knock 250 quid off, £1,500, wow, discount. And then proceeded to go to Portland Basin, and she did phone me, because I left her a message on the night. I said, have they ever lifted a boat before? No, I guarantee they haven't. I said, they're just a crane company. I said, oh, I thought maybe that's the case, because I said, they're using chains. I was like, after the few weeks I've had, they could lift it with spider webs as long as they lifted it. But that's where they caught it out, because they did call me and said, oh look, oh, we're gonna have to charge more because the lorry company's not here and this and the other. I went, well, it's not my fault the lorry company aren't there. They let that one go. A few hours later, well, oh no, we've lowered it onto the lorry, but our straps are stuck now, and they're specialist straps and they're £300 a pair. I thought, well, it's very odd to tell a customer all this information. Firstly, I know a little bit about logistics. If you're a crane company that do things, why would you not know that when you put it down and it's a flat bottom boat, when you're looking at that, why do you not think, hang on a minute, how are we going to pull the straps out if there's a 10-ton boat on it? Just a thought, guys. And then that's when it clicked. I went, hang on a minute. She told me at Portland Basin they were using chains. Now all of a sudden they got specialist straps. I know they did this. They went out and bought those straps, and they tried to cry wolf, oh no, they're stuck and we need the £300 because we've got a job in the morning that need those particular straps. Come on, pull the wool over some idiot's eyes. I was like, no. Said, sorry, you've had the last of my money. And then, oh no, the lorry company's phoning, we'll phone you back. Never heard from them again. Nothing. So I thank that company for being a fraud and charging a hell of a lot more money to do that. So that's it for me. Sorry about that, guys. I need to leave this as a short talky video, a bit of footage in between, and I'll sort of go a bit more into it when everything started out.